Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to What's Map, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. I'm BonBonB and you're very, very welcome. Well, it's Monday. Monday means we are back to the top of the workshop looking at the top performing map of the moment. And it's a creator whose name you'll probably recognise if you're regular to the show. Not least because we did them last Monday when they were also #1 on the workshop. Now that means 2 maps released fairly quick succession. This one's had slightly less work done to it. We will talk more about that as the review goes on. Now, speaking about doing more work to something, today's review, when you see how long I spent making it underneath the daily reminder, you'll realise that something went very badly wrong indeed. Yeah, that's right, recording the wrong map is a very bad way of doing a map review, so I had to do it a second time. Alley oops. Today's map is Volcano Island by Sanctum Gamer. Yes, Sanctum Gamer, we did last week, and that was a very nice map indeed. Today's one, a little bit more rushed because of reasons we'll cover in a moment. There's your start square. We have highways, we have rail, and we have water. Basically all good. Terrain heights, it's a volcano island with lots of outlying islands, nicely put together as well, nice vibe to it. And then resources are good and strong as well. The whole thing has got a really nice flow to it. And then if you have Sunset Harbour and you want to do some fishing, your fishing map looks like this. I mean, not very exciting, but it's not always about the fishing. Off to the workshop, what do we need? Well, no DLC is required today. You can see listed there we have the live oak tree and the coconut trees as well. We'll be using the solstice theme and the relight to lush lut. Now, on the flyover, I discovered there was actually a third tree as well. Used less than the other 2 trees. It's the southern live oak, which we'll see a bit later on. You'll also notice we have some trees on the road here a little bit further on as well. You won't see too many trees on the road on today's map, and if you're going to have trees on the road, first of all, you won't get 5 stars for detail, but secondly, if you have them further out deep in the fog, you'll get punished much less than if you have a whole bunch of them in the start square, shall we say. So yeah, we have a couple deep out in the fog, basically underneath the highway network. Anarchy's allowing them to show through, and oops-a-daisy. Right, so yeah, the other tree that we've got, you may have noticed it on the left just a moment ago. You'll see a couple of others probably along here. One on the right now, the southern live oak, and it's used to a lesser degree. And it's very similar to the live oak because they're oaks. So, I mean, it's a missing asset, but I don't think if you don't have that... I do think if you don't have that subscribed, it won't make a great visual difference. Dear oh dear. Teeth back in BonBon. A little bit of blue mantle under here, right on the edge there. I'm not looking around for blue mantle on today's show so much, to be honest with you. But yes, we have... a tree which is missing, which doesn't make much of a difference. Slightly misaligned on the bridge exit there, but I think it kind of works, so I'm gonna let that go as well because of the way that the roads were curved and the way they came down to land. I'm okay with that. Now, we are running the highways alongside the rail today, so on the whole, we'll be looking both at the same time. You'll notice we have some trees on the branch line there as well. Just a little something for the old puns. Every now and then, a few more puns. There are actually more trees on the rail than there are on the road. On the whole, it's all on the whole today. So yes, so yeah, they did this as part of a live stream, taking feedback as they were going along. And when you're doing something like that, you're not... I mean, I'm making a map build at the moment, and I've spent nearly 10 hours, and all I've done so far is import a height map, choose a theme combo, and I've done about half of the work on the rivers that need doing, and that's like nearly 10 hours. Nearly just under 10 hours worth of work so far. If you're doing a live stream, you're not going to be doing 10 hours worth of work on getting a tree into the exact location that you want it. You're going to be doing it just like a casual casual, taking feedback. You're not going to make any deliberate mistakes, but you are interacting. You're reading comments as you're going along, you're reading feedback. You may be talking about what you're doing, maybe trying to be entertaining. I wouldn't know about that, but maybe trying to be entertaining as well. Now, if you're doing all of that, fine point detailing isn't going to be your top priority. Now, I'm not saying the detailing here isn't good. The detailing here is good. Is it magnificent? No, it's not. And that is where the line, you have to choose your own line when you're making a map. How long is too long? You can spend 20 hours placing the exact balance of trees in the specific location to give you the beautiful screenshot that you particularly want. You could do 20 hours doing that. Or you can say, actually, what I've got already looks okay. Could it be more splendid? Yes. At what point do you say, no, that is enough? Sanctum Gamer has decided that this is the point, that is enough. It suits for their needs. It suits for their next city build. I'm assuming they're doing the city build on here. If they are, go across, have a look at their channel. They are a great YouTuber. But in terms of a map that's been shared with the community, is this the highest tier of map? Well, no, because it hasn't had quite enough hours put into it for that purpose. Well, just coming up to Start Square Intersection now. Start Square Intersection, nothing wrong, nothing to see here, no problems with this whatsoever. Just ignore all this. In fact, look at the ceiling, everything is going to be fine. So yes, that was the point that I think they finished doing their stream. Maybe did some work off of the camera. Who knows? Start Square Intersection. Nice loops going on there. Nice loops, and then the highway heading off to the north there, right in front of us. That's where you're going to be doing your build. And then back down. I like also good choices here. We've got elevated section across here that makes all of the sense. Sanctum has put in they've made a good solid design. They've made some really good decisions in terms of how it's all going to flow. And then I think they just need to spend a little bit more time if they want the next tier of map. They don't have to make the next tier of map, but if they want to make the next tier of map, it's just about spending a bit more time on it and deciding, I could do a little bit here, I could do a little bit there. Something that I'm doing on my current map build, which I am sharing with the BonBonB buddies over on Patreon and on the join button. But I'm going to be spending the time on it. Only probably because I haven't got a live stream going. Anyway, we are more or less at the edge of the map, which means we should take a short break, come back after the intermission for, you guessed it, the shipping.
Wouldn't it be great if Cities Skylines had tides within the game? Well, now it does, thanks to TPB's Tides mods. Want to know more? Then you need BonBonB's Tides tutorial. Click the information button below.
And so back to the shipping on Volcano Island by Sanctum Gamer. And the shipping routes are, in general, fine. And then there's a couple of decisions, like here. We have to take a sharp turn if we come in from that direction to take a right angle turn over here to make it our way into the harbour area over here. And then we've got something similar over this side. It looks good. It does look very, very good. In fact, if we didn't have any of these branch offs like that right angle branch off there, and then there'll be another one a little bit over here, which you'll see. We'll come across it. You'll decide, yeah, but you'll see that ships having to make a sharp turning here. There's no other way into here apart from the direction we were coming without having to do an acute turn. And if you like having ships doing acute turns in your distance, another one here as well. That's more of a right angle one. Yeah, it's I prefer shipping triangles. I do like a nice shipping triangle when you get something like that. Now, water flow, we are down by the start square, and you go, well, we have water flow. This is nice. Little river, it's a bit weak. Yeah, except for this is your start square water, and there is nothing going on here. Now, normally, you get something like this, and you get water pushing through it. But I think there's so many ways through that we can get around the island that the water just hasn't found a way of pushing through there. Right, so let's have a look at some of the bits and pieces. Shall we start off with the volcano? Shall we? Shall we have a look at the trees? Shall we look at the rivers? We've got some nice. We have actually got some really nice rivers. They are a bit bold. The ones again, I'm not going to try not to compare like for like, but the ones on my map are a little bit more fine-tuned. These were done. They're bold. They're quite wide, and do you know what? For what they are, they work quite nicely, so I can't complain. A couple of paddling trees there, and an interesting little bit of vanilla rock work too. Yes, now there are a few drowned trees here and there. On this second fly through, I didn't find them quite as much as on the, because I do a quick flyover and then I record the flyover. Nice satin sheen to this theme as well. We got the vanilla props that come with Park Life there. They do have vanilla trees actually part of them, and you got to be careful because when you plop them down, you will have drowned trees going on, and lakes as well. So very nice waters fronts going on. One or two spots where there are some drowned trees, but you're not going to see them. Just take my word on it. We've got a lot of little island hopping going on that you can I don't know what you're going to do out here with these islands, but lots of options and opportunities. I think certainly a detailer's map, detailers would love this one. Absolutely love this one. Once they've fixed the detailing that needs fixing first of all, of course. So, liking all these little islands, but I think for me, the star of the show is this next island. I think this next island is highly buildable. It's a really lovely shape. If the entire map was just this island, I would be quite pulled in, quite attracted to it. It's just a really nice shape and some nice beaches going on there as well. We won't talk about the underwater detailing because you can't really make it out too much, and so I'm happy for that to be as it is. Over here we've got some edge of map shenanigans over there with a mountain over there too. We haven't looked at the volcano yet. Now the tree painting is a little bit somewhere sort of between real and stylized. There's no real blending, there's no real fade, because having just the two sorts of trees, or technically three sorts of trees, there's no real fade at all. I'd like to see just a little bit more time spent along the edges of that, making it just merge a little bit more with the environment, but it's still okay. I mean, the basic shapes are there, and if you're looking to actually do the detailing yourself, then it's good to go. Very nice. Well, potentially very nice. It's nice. It's nice indeed. All right, start square, where you did see some trees, and we have an asset of the day, which will all become clear. What sort of clear? Nuclear. Oh, Guvsk. Nuclear power plant modular by Brammered. Now this comes in three sections. The big building, the long building, and the short building. It's a one click. You'll get all three items, and of course you can put them in any way, shape or form you like to form your own buildings. I put them alongside each other so that you can see what shapes they are. And factoids, because factoids. I don't know how much truth there is in this, but I'm guessing it's printed, so it's got to be true, yeah. Many sailors used to wear gold earrings so that they could always afford a proper burial when they died. Now that makes some sort of sense. It's kind of an insurance. I mean, I don't know how. It says many sailors. Yeah, many. How many is many? Quite a few? I don't know. Anyway, yes, the Guvsk nuclear power plant modular by Brammered. Always good to see something slightly different in the power station market. Nice. And so we are about done. I wish I found more drowned trees for you, so you can see there are a few dotted here and there. But your chance to vote on the map, is it a 1-star map, is it a 5-star map, is it somewhere in between? Your vote really does count. We use it at the end of the month for the Viewer's Choice Top 10. Will this be one of the top 10 maps of the month? Only you can decide. Click the I button now in the top right hand corner of your screen. Take you to the voting page where you can vote for free. But what do I think of today's map? Well, having had a big old grumble about it, I still like the overall design. I think it's a really nicely designed map. Excuse me. The detailing to bring the extra to it, I think, it just needed more time on it. I'd love to give this 4 stars. I think realistically it would end up being easily being a decent 4-star map. Dear oh me, brain has completely closed down. I can only really give it a high 3 though. Detailing, there is some decent detailing on here, but there are obviously lots and lots of trees on the road, and that brings that down. I think overall, again, the standards are there, but I can't go higher than a low 3. Very tempted to go as low as 2, but low 3. Gameplay potential, very tempted to play this. I'm going to go 3 stars, slightly above average. It would be 4 stars if I didn't have to remove lots of trees. Volcano Island by Sanctum Gamer. I just love the overall design. I love the basics. If it just wasn't for that start square intersection being completely overgrown, I would be right up and in there on that map. Anyways, we've made it to the end of another show. Thank you very much for watching, for commenting, for liking, and for subscribing. If you're still here, you're part of the 20 and out elite. Use the word of the day on your screen now as part of a sentence into the comments to score yourself some population points just for fun. And I'll be back tomorrow with another map in the What's Map series. Thanks for watching.